I'm looking forward to this one, Mac. You tweeted something out this morning saying that you had something like locked in, and this is highly anticipated here, I feel like.
So I did. I actually, this is pretty rare for me. I thought of the question of the day at like 11 a.m. or so, sitting in my little silly little cubicle at work. And then something crazy happened. My sister texted me, shout out Cass Vogel, and she actually gave me an idea for an even better one. So I have a new one that wasn't the one I was tweeting about, but yeah, I have that one on doc for I guess next episode. But this one's even better, trust me. So you're in for a good one regardless. All right, we ready, boys?
Let's hear it.
Hit me.
Okay, so would you rather every day of your life, there stay with me here. Every day of your life, you wake up and in your own head, you hear a theme song that's like written about you. It's literally like a theme song to like a sitcom or something, but it's like about you. It's like he's Nick Manella and he's waking up and like whatever. Like it's a song about you and it's the theme song to your life. And then all throughout the day, you hear like a laugh track and like all that sitcom stuff in your head, like corresponding with your daily actions, right? And then when you go to bed, there's like a closing theme similar to the opener, and that's it. But you're the only one that hears all this, right? So that's the first option. We good there?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Second option is with no rhyme or reason, roughly 20 to 30 times a day, the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle plays after some of the sentences you say out loud, but everybody hears it.
No, the first one.
Wait, this is actually really good. Wow. Okay, let me process this.
So, like, for those
Yeah.
the O'Reilly's
Auto parts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nick, maybe you
Okay.
can even like insert the jingle right here or something for those people. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe.
We'll try.
Okay.
So can I ask a question? So actually, I maybe this is dumb. So for the first one, you're the only one that hears it, but are you aware that this is part of like a would you rather, or would you genuinely be freaked out like what why am I hearing this?
I think it's like a condition you were born with, and you're not too concerned about it. You're just kind
Okay.
of like, yeah, this is my life. I'm pretty sure no one else has this experience, but maybe they do. But like, you've kind of become accustomed to it a little bit, I guess. But like, I mean, it's constant. Like, and
Yeah.
even like, think about like if something goes wrong, like in your life, like let's say you get like fired from work, you hear like a oh, like the audience reacts to like everything.
So I also
Wow.
have like a question here when it comes to the first one. Like, is the theme song just narrating what I do all day, or is the theme song like just when I wake up and then basically like it's like my life has a live studio audience for the rest of the day?
The theme song only happens in the morning, but
Okay.
the lyrics to it probably I'm imagining do change a little bit as your life goes on
Is it like maybe on
to
my commute
match.
to work, there's like the he's commuting to work music, and then like when I'm
Yeah,
at
like
work, it stops and then
yeah,
it
there's some
kicks back on
themes.
when I
Yeah,
go
like I
home.
mean, you've seen sitcoms where like there's a main like 1-ish minute like actual song with lyrics, but then you'll hear like little riffs from it like
Yeah.
throughout the show as
So
like the scenes change. You'll hear
I'm
some of
assuming
that
this is
too.
just my life is just going to be full house. So like when I wake up in the morning, it's going to be everywhere you look,
Right,
and
it's
then
something
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
but then it'll have like the Seinfeld like bam ba dam doo
Yeah.
like in between me doing
Right,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah,
Sign
some
me
little
up.
like
I
All
think
in.
Nick's enjoying this. Yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't sound like much of
How
a
my life
threat.
lives, anyways. I just have
But come on,
nonsense
think about
constantly
the
going through
laugh
my
track for a
brain.
second, though, you guys. Like how annoying that would get. Like
Like,
after any even remotely funny, like it gets to the point because the laugh track happens after things that are not even fucking funny. Like
true.
so, like you're saying normal things, like maybe just a tiny little sarcastic remark to like your mom or something, and you're the like, oh.
So does the O'Reilly parts song come through your phone at random throughout the
No,
day?
it just kind of like plays from an unknown source,
And
like
everyone hears it.
everyone hears it, who's like I'm picturing like you go into your boss's office real quick, you do the little like knock on the side of the door, you're like, hey, quick question for you. Did you want that report on your desk, or you want me to email it to you? And she's like, oh, just email it to me, that'll be fine. And you're like, all right, sounds good, boss. And then there's just the O'Reilly. And again, 20 to 30 times a day at random moments.
See,
This is
20 to
hard.
30 is a lot. I think
Yeah.
I'm actually going to switch my answer, though. I think I actually am going to take the O'Reilly Auto Parts one, because you could have a lot of fun with that. Like, if you, like, I don't know if there's a way, Mac, I don't know what the contingency on these 20 to 30 times a day is, but like, if you've got to deliver some really, really bad news, like, this could get entertaining.
You're like breaking up with a girlfriend. You're like, I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work out.
It's not
Oh,
you.
oh,
It's
yeah. This is a tough one. I don't know.
Does
You're at
would
like
this
a funeral, you're older in life, you're at like a funeral for a relative, and you're giving like a eulogy, you're like, pouring your heart into, they were a really good man and they'll be missed. And I think everyone in this room feels that, and we'll miss them dearly. O'Reilly.
I think
Like,
come on.
would this happen like in the middle of the night? Like let's say you're sleeping. Would like the O'Reillys come
God, that
on
would
at
be
some
good
point,
question.
like while you're
That's
sleeping,
a
or
great
like you go
question.
up to take a piss?
If the quota hasn't been hit yet, and if you're like tossing and turning, I'm thinking there's one or two that
Okay.
probably pop in, like as you like you do a little like, just can't get comfortable tonight. Oh.
All
I
right.
think I'm going to do option one strictly because I believe there would be some situations for option two that would just be so awkward I probably couldn't handle them. I'm very aware of how I handle those situations.
Man, that's so tough.
My actual problem with the first option is that other people can't hear it. Like I feel like it'd be at
Yeah.
least something we could all get together and laugh about if we could all hear it. But if it's just me, like that's going to drive me crazy, especially if the
Yeah.
theme song's like a huge banger and I'm like, oh, you guys got to hear this. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with one. I just feel like I can't handle some of the situations with two. It'd just be too weird.
I think just sheerly for the meme factor, I have to go with the
Well, like-
O'Reillys. And
Yeah.
well, yes, I could get woken up by it, but I'd rather like other people hear it too than like as I'm trying to
Yeah.
go to bed, this like saxophone riff is going off while I'm trying to go to bed.
Saxophone riff.
So wait, for the O'Reilly Auto Parts one, is it like
Oh, geez.
it's not like it's coming like out of me, right? Like it's just coming from somewhere else. Like
it's unclear.
people
It's-
don't know it's
like,
me, right?
it's up to
no, they
interpretation.
know it. They know it like correlates to you. I don't think
Okay.
they think that your body is making the noise, but I mean, if it's happening 20 to 30 times a day and it's always when you're in the area, like people will pick up on that pretty quick. There's no hiding that it's coming from
Okay.
you, if that's what you're getting at.
Gotcha.
Mac,
Like you
what's your
couldn't
answer?
play it off and just be like, wow, what is
What
that?
is
I don't,
that?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
I mean, maybe for the first like 2 times you could, but like when it happens every day, 20 to 30 times, I don't think so.
What's your answer, Mac?
Man, it's tough. I actually thought about this a lot on the way home from work, and I think I'm going with the theme song, the laugh track and the theme
Okay.
song and the whole
I'm with you.
sitcom.
I'm going one with you, and then I believe Nick, are you number two?
I'm going with the second one, boys. There is
Me too.
enough
So
that
we're
swirls
split. The house
around
divided.
in here
Yeah.
on a daily
And
basis.
Jay, you went two for the meme factor.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we've got a divided lineup here. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
the
always
O'Reilly
fun.
brothers and the,
Think of how many
and the
people
Full
would just like.
Housers.
Think of how many people would just be like, "I'm not like hanging out with Mac today because I don't feel like hearing that fucking song." Like, like I think about that too. Like meme factor, yes,
Well,
but
it's meme
hateability.
factor for like the people you don't know that well, but I'm thinking about like your roommates, like to the where they don't think it's funny anymore. Like you're just sitting on the couch, like watching TV with them, and you're like, can you pass me the remote? And they're like, yeah. And like as soon as you say it, it just happens, and they're just trying to ignore it at this point. They're like,
They're like,
know,
just stop moving. Just hold
yeah,
still,
they're
please.
just don't even like speak out loud because there's a chance that
Oh, you know what would really blow? I was just thinking like current life and future life. You have like a kid and it's a baby, and you wake the baby up with that stupid O'Reilly
No.
song. That would suck.
yeah, and it's a reasonable
Or-
volume
or
too.
I just
like,
saw the
Or-
fear of God in Nick's eyes.
or what happens 9 months before that becomes a problem?
I
Like
was
that
thinking the same
that could get a
thing.
little bit annoying too.
Whoa.
I
That was the question. No, I'm just kidding. I think there's some valid points here. But Mac, that was a great QOTD.
thank you. Yeah, and as always, listeners, comment. We got to break this tie here, so we'll get some comments on the Insta page and maybe a Twitter poll and find out the real answer here.
I would love to see a poll results on this. I think it would be 50-50. And by the way, for last week's, I thought there'd be a lot more
No, dude.
wheat bread people.
No.
Not as much.
No.
A lot more U-Haul people. That was a
Yeah.
highly contested question.
Hashtag we all.
Yeah, hashtag we haul.
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit closer in your mind than
Yeah.
anywhere else. I
I'm not ruining
really don't
everything I
see
eat.
people taking wheat bread. I just don't.
I don't know. I just fucking U-Haul. God. Oh, but my sister did say, she pointed this out. She said you could sleep in the U-Haul. You could put a couch in the U-Haul. You could make that U-Haul like a little mini trailer home if you really wanted to.
You could.
I mean, it's not that big though. It's like
So you can nap in it too. For whatever.
okay,
that's
whatever.
worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk some hockey, boys.
I'm done. Yeah. Okay.
There's also
All right.
something called Uber, but yeah.